Hey beautifuls, welcome back to the channel. So I am gonna get ready for the elegant dinner. Today is our first sea day. We have one more tomorrow, and then we will be stopping at our destinations each day. The first stop is Puerto Vallarta, so that's why it's taking us 2 days, because we're going all the way down to the bottom, and then all of the stops are going up. So I am, oh, I can save this. Gonna just do my edges, some brows. I did get a facial today, so I'm not gonna put any extra skincare on my face, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. So we're gonna start off with the brows. I might bronze my skin too, not gonna lie. You know what? We might just do a whole little soft face, to be perfectly honest. Might as well, right? Because I brought all this makeup, and I know I'm not really gonna do a full face any other time, so we'll just do what we did last time. We'll do some light makeup, a little bit of glossy gloss and a lip pencil, and then I have a black dress. I was gonna put on like these heels, at the last minute decided I'm not doing that. I don't want to. I could, but your girl don't feel like it. So I'm gonna do my brows first, as usual. I'm just gonna get all my stuff out at once this time. I do not want to be searching for everything. We're just gonna get everything out. Beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna do my brows first. I guess I'll just chit chat about like what I do like and what I don't like on this cruise. Since this is my second cruise, I have something to compare it to. So for the dinner, I really like to have dinner by myself, and I did not know that you had to select solo dinner in order to be placed by yourself, because when I booked my stuff, it did not show me a second, like another option. I don't remember seeing it for a share table, because the last time I booked it told me, it's like, oh, do you want to share a table, or do you not, like, do you want to sit by yourself as a solo? And I was like, I want to sit by myself, do not give me a share table. So when I booked, I was like, cool, I got table 208, thinking that was like a little table off to myself. No, lo and behold, it was a table with other people. And I don't know, when I have dinner, I like to just relax. I don't want to have to like have conversation, if that makes sense, unless it's like a family member, a friend, or like an intentional dinner date or something like that, or like a outing. So when it was like a surprise, I was like, one, it made my anxiety go through the roof. So, because I was not expecting to have to sit at a huge table with other people. The nice thing is there was only 2 people. A really sweet young Army officer. He was a darling. But I guess you sit with the same people each night. That's why it's assigned. And I think he might have taken it a little wrong, because I was like very adamant about like, oh, how you doing, friend? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Let's go on an adventure, blah, blah, blah. Because he came with his brother, but I guess his brother is like sick, and he said every cruise he goes on, he ends up like venturing by himself. And I was like, well, I'm always by myself, but it's intentionally by myself. Like, I don't have someone who came with me and then, you know, they venture off or leave me or anything like that. So I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, I need to get my brother some soup, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where to go. I was like, oh, I'll show you. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take a nap. And he's like, oh, are we gonna go take a nap? And I was like, no, I'm gonna go take a nap. And he's like, oh, I was just kidding. And I was just throwing it out there. And I was like, no. So it was like, that made it super awkward. And then, so I went back to my room and took a nap, because I was like, bruh, please don't follow me back to my room. Thankfully he didn't. He didn't do anything weird, which was grateful, because you cannot trust people, sadly. But he was a darling. I just think he thought because I was nice that maybe I liked him like that, and that was not the case. I was just like trying to see if I have like a cruise friend, or like girls do. We'll be like, oh, hey, like, you know, let's go meet up here, so you're not doing everything by yourself. But yeah, after that I was like, alrighty then. But I didn't end up taking a nap. I took a shower and like refreshed myself a little bit. And then I just put on like a romper, and I went to the little pizza place. And it's funny because even though a lot of these places are the exact same thing on each ship, they do not taste the same on every ship. So the pizza place on this one was not as good as the one that was on the East Coast. The one on the East Coast was fire for the ship that I left from Miami. Also, that was highly disappointing, and I figured I'll probably just get the deep dish pizza that's in the Lido deck. But everything I've been seeing on the Lido deck, other than like the late night eats, just not a fan. Like, oh, I was like, bro, like, what is this? And then also on this cruise, I feel like the East Coast cruise has a lot more people of color. So that's maybe a difference in the food and how it's seasoned. I don't know. That's just a guess. But if you know, let me know in the comments. However, this cruise does not have a lot of young people on it. So my little self walking around, not little, you know what I mean. But myself walking around, it's very interesting. But it's really cool because all the senior people are super sweet. They all make conversation, what I absolutely love and adore. Because I find also, like, when you have a younger crowd or like a middle-aged crowd, they aren't always social or talkative, and I find that older people really are. And I love that, because when I'm out, I actually want to be social. I'm very much an ambivert with a good level of extroversion. I do become introverted after my social battery dies, but I know exactly how to, you know, revive myself, as I like to say. And I'm also a little, well, I'm definitely ADD. So object permanence for me. It kind of happens with relationships too. Like if someone doesn't, like, over time, like, I don't really like to keep reaching out, especially like when it feels like one-sided. So after a while, if you don't message me or do anything, I will forget about your existence. Unless you were like super, super important, I would just, like, it just is what it is. It happened with family members, everything. And I'm kind of like the kind of person, my attention will not go back to you. Like once it's lost, I'm good. And that's why I tell people, like, once I forget about you, like, basically think of it as you died in my brain. Like, you do not exist. Your existence is just gone, like absolutely gone. You were never born on this earth. And that sounds terrible, but it just is what it is. It's the same thing with projects. Like, I bounce back to back. And it's really hard once I lose my hyper focus and to get back on track, which is super annoying. Sorry, that was a tangent. I'm supposed to be talking about the cruise, but that's the other thing, easily distracted. So I'm gonna do press-ons after I do my makeup, just to connect it back to the easily distracted. But food, that's what we're talking about, food. So today they did the guys smokehouse, whatever, but they did it as a buffet, so it was for free since today is Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all the mommies, and sending love to everybody who's missing their mommy right now. I did not know that I booked during Mother's Day. I'm not gonna lie. I did not pay attention to that when I booked 2 months ago. Otherwise, I would have stayed my butt at home and picked a different date so I could be with my mom. But the reason I picked this date is because I was planning to do summer classes for school, and I said, no, my ass is burnt out. I am going to not do that. So I decided I'm gonna do a little eyeshadow, so I'm gonna put some concealer here. But yeah, I decided I am not doing that, and thankfully when I get back, I won't have to start class the next day. Because if I was going to do that, I would have finished my class on the 6th, started my cruise on the 10th, which was yesterday, ended the cruise on the 18th, and started back my classes on the 19th, like the next day. Like, I would have got home and then it would have been back to classes. And I was like, girl, you're already burnt out. Don't do that. So I didn't do that. I took the smart route and said, it's okay. You don't have to do everything right away all the time for everything. So your girl didn't do that to herself. I'm just putting some Morphe brow gel to keep the brows in place. I love, so if I'm looking here, it's because there's a vanity mirror, a lighted vanity mirror, and it has nice warm light, which is wonderful. So I'm gonna be, I'm obsessed with the cruise ship vanity table. It's like one of my favorites every time. So I'm just gonna use this brush, and I only brought this as an eyeshadow palette. I did not bring a lot of makeup this time because I didn't wear it last time, so it's not worth it. It was not worth it to bring all that makeup the last time. It was just making my bag heavy, and I ended up having to carry it, so no. So I'm gonna use this little Fenty. I have a lot of Fenty things today. Fenty concealer, Fenty palette, but this is like an eye and bronzer palette. So I brought this, and it has a little shimmer, but I also have this Charlotte Tilbury. So I might use this on my lids and then put a little bit of the Rihanna on top. So I'm gonna use this shade in Private Island as like a transition shade, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit deeper, but I don't really want it too dark. So we're gonna do just right here in the upper brow, towards the crease, because my crease is down here, but I bring it up to keep my brow, everything lifted, and I'm just warming it up. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera since I'm using my iPhone, but I just want it warm, nothing crazy. So we're just warming this up. But yeah, so the food, man, honey, I'm telling you, I hope you guys can keep up with my conversations like this, because I haven't filmed in forever, so sometimes I like write notes to keep myself on track. But the guy's barbecue was terrible. Like, honey, that was like the worst barbecue I've ever had in my life. When I had the beef, it was super, like, and I normally don't eat beef or pork, but on vacation, I will try. I don't eat pork at all. I just eat a little beef. But the beef was like, had so much pepper. It was like ridiculous. And then he gave me like the tiniest piece. I was like, bruh, are you serious? And then I asked for a chicken thigh, and he gives me a leg. I was like, sir, can I have a thigh, please? And then they cut the thigh in half. For paying $2,000 for a trip, baby, I'm not here for you to cut my thigh, chicken thigh, in half. Ooh, why is my eye? I did take a nap, but I wiped my face. But dang, sorry. The thigh in half. The greens weren't too terrible. They were pretty good. Well, not pretty good. They were decent. That's what I should have said. They were decent. So that was edible. The potato salad wasn't bad. And then the chicken did not taste like it was cooked all the way, so I didn't even finish it. And then they had like bread, but I didn't eat. I ate like a tiny piece of the bread because it tasted like it was old. Like they like just took bread that had been sitting and used that for the buffet, or like maybe they did the free buffet to get rid of a bunch of stuff. It's the only other reason I could think, you know, why the food was like terrible, but who knows. But I was not a fan. I was definitely a bit disappointed, which sucked. So I went and got a burger from the I think it's also Guy's Burger or something like that, but that is the same on both ships as well. I think they have that on every ship. I'm not sure. At least on the last 2 ships I've been on, they've had it, and it's been pretty good. So that's always a plus. But other than that, I haven't eaten too much on the ship. I didn't eat a lot on the ship the last time. I actually lost weight on my last cruise, and that sparked my second like burst of weight loss. But yeah, so I think that's why I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do a cruise anytime soon, but I really needed a vacation, and I've been wanting to go to Mexico forever. So I said, girl, just live your life, live your dream. Oh yes, so I just want like that soft kind of beachy look, and then I just went in with this shade here, which is Caramel Cutie, and then I'm gonna do Cocoa Naughty just to deepen the corner a little more. So we're just doing like a bronzed eyeshadow look because I'm wearing a black dress, baby. I did not know Cruise Elegant was gonna be tonight. Everybody's like, oh, did you do the Facebook group? Did you post in the group? And I was like, no, I deleted all social media, so until recently, so no, honey, I'm sorry. I did not. Even I had deleted it before I went on my launch trip, which is crazy. I'm actually gonna use this darker one. It's thick mint. I'm thick with that mint, baby. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm just gonna do this right here. Trying to do this without getting my lashes to fall off, because these are indeed press-on lashes, not lash extensions. So, oh, the other thing, I forgot to bring extra lashes. I had set them things out and everything and still forgot them things, and I was like, bro, come on now. So now I'm going to have to hope, dream, and pray I can find lashes when I get to Mexico. Otherwise, your girl's gonna have to try to reuse these lashes for 8 days. And I don't know, they might make it. I mean, they made it for almost an entire week. So they may or they may not, but we will find out. I'm actually gonna use this shade here. This is from an old bronzer. This is Double Definition from MAC. It's like a bronze and highlight palette. And I'm actually gonna do that on my lid because I really want it to be like a soft golden, like beach babe. Like that's the vibe here, is beach babe. I don't want to do nothing crazy. I don't even think I have a foundation primer. Like, girl. But I did bring like very sheer foundation. I did not bring like anything crazy, and I did bring bronzers and my NARS bronzer. I brought Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I brought the Fenty Invisimatte, which is like my favorite. So we are gonna do something because I also forgot all of my skincare. The girl's just winning here, go. I was like, oh, I did so good. I might put these nails on. I'm gonna put these nails on. But I was like, girl, don't forget nothing. I like packed ahead, as y'all know. I did all the things. Guess what your girl did? Still forgot everything. Oh no. I did put samples of stuff in here. So I'm trying to see if I might have a sample of some foundation primer. You know what? I'll just use some skincare. Give me a second. Oh, I am not naked, y'all. I'm not naked. I have an outfit on because the girl was super sweet. I bought a perfume from her, and I bought a serum, and then I'm gonna go back to the spa and get what is it called? A cleanser from the spa, because baby, I need to be able to wash my face. So I'm gonna go get a cleanser, but I got this serum from L'Occitane. They had it on sale, and then they had extra 15% off, so I got it for like $50, so it's on $61.88, and it's the Immortelle Reset Overnight Reset Oiling Serum. So I got that, but she gave me this for free because I told her, I was like, girl, I forgot everything. So it has oh, it's clearance, even better. It has a toner, I think it has night cream, it has a day cream, it has makeup remover, girl, yes, and then it has a cleanser, so I don't even have to do that. Oh, see, people be looking out when you're sweet. And then she gave me like some face masks from L'Oreal to try. So that's a win. So I'm gonna use this little face cream because I need something more, because the facial was great, but my skin did not feel like, you know, the facial I get with all the Dermalogica stuff. They use Elemis, which I like, but some of the smells I do not like. So I know you're supposed to, but I don't feel like doing it today. Let me be for real. I did get a little sun. I did put sunscreen on. It was really funny because she was like, oh, how are your brows so high? Did you get Botox? No, girl, I smile and I'm happy. No, genetics. Very much genetics. High cheekbones, everything is genetics. My great grandma is Native American, Blackfoot Native American, and something else. It's in Ohio, Virginia area. I don't remember. I have to ask my daddy. But I have a picture of her and the family on the reservation. And like my dad when they were really little and stuff. So that's also really cool. And then of course my grandma, on my mom's side, African American grandma and grandpa. But yeah, and then my grandma on my dad's side is French Creole. So boop, 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 boop. That, all them genetics together made me. My dad calls me a mutt though. When he wants to be funny. He's not saying it in a mean way. All right, sorry. Y'all just saw that call. I didn't even realize, girl, I forgot I was filming. The deficit disorder, yeah, you know. So I'm gonna put these nails on after. I keep back and forth. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, babies. Please, please keep up with me. Do not unsubscribe because your girl has some, you know, problems. Some things. So this is a contour. Did I even bring? I didn't bring a sponge. Ooh, honey. Oh, honey. The way this is about to go, I don't even know. So we got the moisturizer on, which feels phenomenal. Like, it's nothing excess on my skin, which I really like. After I'm done with all this Dior stuff, I might actually get that, which would be great. So now I'm stuck between if I want to use the Makeup Forever or the NARS, and I feel like the NARS is more coverage, which I don't want. So I am gonna do the Makeup Forever. Wish me luck. We'll see how this goes. This is a powder brush. I'm gonna use this one. No, actually, I know this is supposed to be for like a contour, but it's just gonna have to get dirty, because baby girl, it is what it is. But I'm gonna use this to do foundation, and I'm not gonna have this on long, so let's just, because they were like, oh, we have a cancellation at 7:30. I'm like, do you really think I want to get up that fucking early? Because my massage is supposed to be 8:30, but you know what? I'm gonna get up that early, and then I'm gonna go to the, what is it called? Serenity deck to get some time by myself. And I'm not going under my eyes because I do not like that overly covered, terribly overly covered, because like excess coverage. I just want like my concealer under there, and that keeps it from caking too, because we were like, oh, how do I keep everything from caking? Stop putting too many layers. A lot of times you see these makeup artists and stuff and they're just overdoing it. Now if you have like a lot of rosacea or something like that, sure, maybe you might want to just get a fuller coverage concealer. That would be great. So I'm gonna use the Fenty, and I'm gonna do this in a way that's going to snatch my face a little more. So I am going up. I'm gonna put a tiny bit on my nose, a little bit here in the forehead. I like to do above my lip. I do not like to do my chin. I don't like to accent anything on my chin. I wish my chin was a little smaller. And I'm just gonna use my foundation brush to pat it out like that. See? Beautiful. But what else was I saying? Oh, the food. So the food in the, like, your dinner time is pretty good. But yeah, I did not want to sit with other people, and I don't think I can change that now. The older lady that was at my table told me that happened to her before. She said, and sometimes like it's hit or miss, because sometimes you get great people and other times you get like terrible people. So she had like one guy, and she was like, he was like so bigoted and like racist. She's like all the things. She's like, I couldn't even, she's like, I was only able to stand it for 3 nights. And she's like, and after that I just never went back. And I was like, oh, poor baby, like that sucks. So she was really sweet. It turns out she's from San Diego, like me, born and raised, which was really cool. She was married to a commander. And it's funny because we talked about like the same things about dating military, since I worked for the government for 8 years, and I have, yes, dated military. Some of them are amazing. Everybody is human, and some of them are complete awful. And she's like, he used to do basically what my ex did to me, was talk to me like I was one of his subordinates. And I was like, absolutely not. You will not talk to me like that. I am not one of your subordinates. I'm not gonna call you sir. He never asked me to do that, but for her, she was like, oh, he was like sir and all this and that. I was like, absolutely not. Your wife? Like, you done lost your mind, sir. You have all that little bit of power that you don't have outside of here has gone to your brain. And that is definitely one thing I learned working for the military. Is a lot of people, as soon as they get any kind of position of power, they think everybody owes them something, or they need to be called this or that or the other. And I'm like, baby, no. You are only that at work. That is only your position at work. You do not have that position in life with everybody else. So go ahead and stop it. Stop it right now. Don't do that. Don't be that person. And I just realized I'm doing all this and I have no setting spray. So I am gonna take a shower, a very, very hot, steamy shower, to make sure that my makeup looks phenomenal, because we're not gonna go outside looking like a powdered donut. I refuse. So I'm just setting my skin. I'm using, so my NARS palette broke a long time ago, this little highlighter part. I use that under my eyes, and then I'm gonna use the bronzer, And I'm gonna mix that with a little bit with the Fenty bronzer and that golden bronzer that I just showed you from MAC Cosmetics. And I'm using the Invisimatte to set around my mouth. Boop, boop, boop. But yeah, so we are setting the rest of the foundation. As you can see, it's just light. I didn't go crazy. I just put a little bit, and that is why I like the Makeup Forever. And I'm glad I got travel sizes because I really don't wear foundation, but this is the HD Skin from Makeup Forever. And I'm just gonna go around a little bit like that because I don't need a lot. And then now we're gonna bronze, and I'm gonna use the NARS bronzer with this Morphe, I think it's E3. I'm gonna tap it because see, yeah, this is why you tap it. And then I'm just gonna start at the back and go like this. Tap, 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 tap. And that's because I broke it, so it's not fully, it's not hard pressed. And I'm just going to go, I'm actually gonna use this kind of like a contour, so I'm going in the hollows. Like this, see, snatched. And right here, and then I'm gonna use the warmer shades from Fenty to give me that really bronzed, bronze look. But yeah, we had that conversation. I didn't expect to have that conversation at a dinner table, but it was very interesting to see that people go through like the similar or the same situations in a lot of things, and you are not alone. 99.9% of the time someone has dealt with something similar or the exact same situation, and they made it through too. So I'm gonna use Cocoa Nati, which is this one here, to warm up my skin a bit because I don't have any blush. I don't think I have any blush. No, I just have bronzers, and that was like the goal for this trip, is I didn't want to have any blushes. So I'm just gonna bronze me up. Bronze me up, baby. Warm skin, like this. Yes. I kind of wish this light was a little brighter. Last time, I think you guys remember, I brought my light with me. And if you mess up a little bit, just grab your brush that's dry to a little foundation. Boom, beautiful. But I'm gonna use a little more cocoa too. And I'm using the natural light to help me. So if I lean, it's because this has the natural light, this is artificial light, and I need to see really what's going on here. I like to bronze my nose. And now I'll put the little powder back over my little NARS thing so it doesn't shatter anymore on me. And I think I'm gonna try to get another one of these. This is Milena. It's the highlight and contour duo. So I'm really gonna try to find that. But I'm gonna use the brush that I used to set to do some glow, some highlighting. So I like to do this so I can highlight exactly where the light is hitting my face and the high point. So I'll go like this and then look in the mirror. Like, you guys can't see what I'm seeing because you're on the opposite side, but like, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. So it's right there. But yeah, so look at this. Above my lip. I need this here. Boom. So I don't look like a glowing disco ball, but I have some healthy glow. So now I am going to shower, put my hair up, and then I'll come back and do my little edges, and we will put our dress on, and we have a lot of time. So see you in a few seconds. And we're back. So as you can see, because I took a shower, it set my makeup, and now my makeup looks like skin. I can't do too far because your girl only got a towel downhill, but there we go. So I'm gonna do my lips next. Hopefully you can't see no reflection of my nakedness, But I'm gonna do my lips. I did my press-ons off camera. Thank you, Shein. Thank you, Shein. Shein is always the vibe. So we're gonna do lips, and I am using the Vive Cosmetics Tailored. I was reading that backwards. Tailored lip pencil, which is dark brown. We're just doing nude. I told you the vibe is beachy, baby. So everything's gonna be neutral with my black dress. So I very much need to sharpen this pencil. I am not overlining today at all because I'm gonna use a gloss. I know that's gonna spread a tiny bit. Boom. And then we're gonna use another pencil. This is MAC Cork, which is just a lighter brown. Oh, I have to sharpen it. Hold on. All right, so this is Cork. I'm just gonna use that to soften the edges. Like this. I need to get a new one. Look how little this is. And it's kind of dry because I don't wear makeup like I used to. Oh, and it broke. She broke. I don't want to end up showing y'all my nakedness. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try to sharpen it again, and I don't want to waste your time. All right, let's hope this works without breaking again. So I'm just gonna blend the bottom edge, and we're doing an ombre with some gloss like that. So I took a darker and a lighter, blended the edges, and it goes with the perfect nude. This is Cork and Tailored. So I'm gonna get a new Cork because it's almost the size of the cap, baby, and I can barely hold on to that thing with these nails. And then I'm just gonna take this lip gloss. It's a mini, so I can bring it with me. And it is the color Purr. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm being silly. So this is Purr from MAC. It's just a mini. It's like a nude, peachy nude. And we're just gonna do that. Boom, over the top. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush and pat it in like that, so it looks succulent. And then drag my edges on the bottom, clean my little jewel, and we're good to go. So nails done, face done, time to get some clothes on. And I've decided to wear sandals because, baby, I don't feel like wearing no heels. I do not. And I've already oiled up the body. I did buy an oil from Elemis yesterday when I got my pedicure. Tomorrow I'm gonna go buy these. So they're gonna give me a free eye treatment for coming early. So I was like, you better give me something because I didn't want to change my time. I pre-booked anyway, and they kind of owe me because they double charged me, and I had to go up there and be like, hey, you charged me and I prepaid. And they're like, oh, well, it should fall off. And I came this morning and I was like, it didn't fall off. So she sent them an email and they refunded my money because I was like, baby, I'm not paying you twice. Ew, don't do that. That's the other thing I didn't like. So next time I'm not going to prepay anything. And I didn't prepay gratuities this time because I found out people were only paying $80 and I paid like $160. So I was like, no, absolutely not. I did buy this perfume from Burberry. It's Burberry Her. It's the Intense. So we shall see. It's cute. Just a little pink bottle, another pinky bottle to add to my collection. And it smells good. So I'm just gonna spray. I gotta wait for it to sit down because I feel like perfumes don't smell the same when you first spray them. So yeah. But she was a cute little bottle. But yeah, let me get my dress on and I will be back to show you the final look with my hair down, nails did, oiled up and glossy looking, healthy looking body. Look at the shine, look at the shine, look at the shine. I'm just kidding. But yeah, stay tuned and I'll be right back. Alrighty, babes, I am all dressed. Sorry, the light is dim. I'm just using the vanity light. I am wearing this beautiful Fashion Nova dress. It's a bodycon dress. Let me see if I can get, you know, I'm gonna put you guys further back. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Try this. We're gonna try this. So this is a Fashion Nova dress. Look at the body. Too bad I couldn't get my pictures to do what I needed them to do. But it's hard when you're taking your own photos, but girl, yes. The booty is bootying. The belly is snatched. I don't have any shapewear, nothing. This has pads in it, so the bra is perfect. Yeah, loving it, loving it. Yes, I'm tall. You can see me compared to the door, but yeah, I am 5'10", so yes, girl. And my back did what it did, so the working out is working because I wanted a nice back and I got it. But I'm gonna put my shoes on, so I decided to go ahead and wear the shoes. These are the shoes. They are from Shein. They're really comfortable because, like, for some reason this bottom part is like really soft, and since they're platforms, they're not as high as they look. They're only about this high, so your girl's about to rock it. I'm gonna take a selfie in a mirror somewhere by an elevator and you'll see the whole thing put together. But I have like 45 minutes until my dinner time, so yeah, peace out till then.
It's that back in the day.